One of my earliest memories of Moriah preschool was being taught Torah tziva lanu Moshe, Morasha kehilat Yaakov. Torah was commanded to us through Moshe and is the inheritance of every Jew. These words nurtured and provided navigation for my Jewish identity, instilling awareness of Hashem's infinite existence in my life. Whilst the foundation of Judaism is our faith in Hashem, the universal obligation to extend our knowledge underpins our destiny. It is the essence of what it means to be a Jew, strengthened by our request to Hashem to illuminate our eyes with your Torah. In fact, Judaism is the only religion that views knowledge as indispensable for its practice. This is because not only does ongoing study sharpen one's mind, but also serves as a code for living a moral life, sustaining us as individuals and as a Jewish people. We are reminded that increasing our knowledge is the lifeblood of our nation when we recite the Shema 3 times a day. This is reflected in the words V'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anaki metzevecha hayom al levavecha. These words that I command to you today shall be in your heart. Rashi on that verse says that today means that the words of the Torah should always feel as new and fresh to us as the day that they were given. It is these words that unify our collective Jewish identity, providing a blueprint or guiding light to follow for every step of our own spiritual and personal development. Without extending our knowledge, we compromise not only our relationship with Hashem, but also our Jewish continuity. As Chief Rabbi Goldstein explains, we have a Torat Chaim, or a living Torah, that gives us our mission and purpose. It gives us direction and guidance on how to live and why to live, and what our ideals should be for every moment of every day. Every morning when putting on tefillin, I feel blessed that I am able to bind myself to the Torah and strengthen my connection to Hashem. Winding the leather straps, or retzuot, of my beloved late Zed's tefillin around my arm, binding them as a sign upon my hand, and that there should be a totafot between my eyes, is the ultimate mitzvah. This act reaffirms my commitment to the unbroken chain of knowledge passed down through generations. Likewise, winding the leather strap around my middle finger confirms my resolve to really know God, and in doing so, to practice righteousness, judgment, kindness, compassion, and faithfulness throughout my day. By fulfilling this commandment, I am inspired by an act that permeates my daily life with spiritual guidance and alignment. This is because what we know cannot stay in our heads. Rather, knowledge must be reflected in actions. As Rabbi Akiva told the elders in Mod 34, study is greater than actions, because study enables actions. Evidently, the application of head and heart in everyday life is fundamental to how we conduct ourselves and manage most of life's challenges and triumphs. Much like a muscle that grows stronger with use or weakens with disuse, engaging in ongoing learning preserves our sacred connection to Hashem, feeding every part of our being. Knowledge is not static. If we do not keep reviewing and adding, it declines, and potentially we lose our purpose. We must remember that humans are not just physical beings. We crave intellectual stimulation, much more than a good burger, pizza, or chocolate bar. Even though Jews across the world are separated by oceans and mountains, continents and climates, language and culture, the one thing we share is the Torah, and that holds Am Yisrael together. Therefore, the single greatest nourishment for the neshama, or the soul of the individual, and ultimately for the neshama of our Jewish nation, is through the extension of our knowledge. If we engage in it, support it, and actively pursue it, we will flourish as a nation. Thank you.